Hey guy, welcome back. Lever action rifles have been part of the American firearms legacy for well over a century, with roots stretching back long before the legendary platforms like the AR-15 or the Kalashnikov ever came onto the scene. While once cutting-edge designs like the Dry's Needlefire or the Sharp's bore chart from 1878 may have drifted into the pages of history, the lever guns still standing tall, bridging that timeless frontier spirit with good old-fashioned practicality. These rifles ain't just wall hangers or heirlooms, they're still out there earning their keep in the field, on the range, in cowboy action shoots, and even holding the line when it comes to protecting the home place. But picking the right pistol caliber lever rifle can make all the difference, especially now, with shelves full of choices and more models dropping every year. In this breakdown, I'm fixing to walk you through 10 of the finest pistol caliber lever guns you can get your hands on in the year 2025. Rifles that earn their stripes through honest craftsmanship, rugged dependability, and performance that holds up where it counts. We're looking to find the top of the heap where old school soul meets new age muscle. Let's kick things off with a Puma 92. This here's a true workhorse, not the kind that just sits looking pretty in the back of a safe. The Puma 92's brought in by Legacy Sports International, and it traces its bloodline straight back to that legendary Winchester 1892 design. First built by Rossi down in Brazil, and now also rolling out of Chiappa's shop over in Italy. It holds true to its old school roots while adding a few tweaks to smooth out the action and make it a touch more comfortable to run. This rifle shoots straight groups under 2 inches at 100 yards ain't uncommon. And that's saying something for a lever gun. The model chambered in .357 Magnum has built itself a strong reputation, especially with folks knocking down varmints or ringing steel. Light recoil, fast follow-ups, it's got a rhythm that just feels right. But if you're hunting bigger game or want a bit more thump for defending the homestead, it also comes in heavier calibers like .44 Magnum, .45 Colt, and the hard-hitting .45 454 Casull. What keeps this rifle in the game is its versatility. You can get it in finishes from classic blue to stainless steel and pick the barrel length that suits your needs. Plus, there's no shortage of aftermarket parts if you're itching to tinker from upgraded sights to different stocks. You can dress it up how you like. Fans keep singing the praises of that .357 Magnum smooth shooting. The rifle's built tough construction and the solid customer service that Legacy stands behind. And with a price tag sitting around $600, this lever gun delivers real value without cutting corners on performance. Now let's talk about Ruger's revival of the Marlin 1894. When Ruger stepped in after Remington's fall from grace, they didn't just slap their name on the old blueprint, they went back to the drawing board and retooled the whole manufacturing process to bring Marlin back swinging. For the folks who got burned by those hit or miss Remington-era rifles, this right here feels like breathing clean mountain air. The new 1894 chambered in .44 Magnum is a reliable, do-it-all lever gun. It's just the ticket for taking down medium game, punching steel at the range, or just enjoying the kind of shooting that brings back memories. It's got a cold hammer forged barrel stretching a bit past 20 inches, and it'll hold tight groups at 50 yards even farther if you feed it quality loads. As for build quality, you'll spot it right off American black walnut stock, traditional satin blued steel, and a fit and finish that lets you know this rifle's built to last for the long haul. And Ruger didn't skimp on the practical details either. It's got a brass bead front sight and a semi-buckhorn rear, striking a nice middle ground between that old-school look and real-world utility. The lever runs smooth as creek water, the balance feels natural in the hand, and once you shoulder it, you know this ain't some slapped-together knockoff, it's the real deal, built with pride. With a price tag landing right around $1,200, it sure ain't the cheapest lever gun out there. But when you feel the quality, the materials, and the craftsmanship, you'll know you're getting every bit of what you paid for. The Henry Big Boy X model proves that old-school lever guns and modern firearm tech don't have to butt heads. Henry took their well-loved Big Boy platform and gave it a modern twist, without tossing tradition out the back door. If you're after a lever action that'll hold its own out in the woods, at the range, or watching over the homestead, the Big Boy X deserves a long, hard look. It's chambered in all the classic pistol calibers, .357 Magnum, .44 Magnum, and .45 Colt, and it runs true no matter what you're feeding it. One of the standout features? A threaded barrel, which means you can throw on a suppressor or a compensator. That's real handy for taking the edge off recoil or shooting quieter when the situation calls for it. The rifle's got rugged polymer furniture that's built to take a beating, and it ain't just tough, it's useful too. You've got M-LOK and Picatinny slots ready for lights, lasers, or whatever accessories you need for the job. Fiber optic sights help you get on target quick, and the enlarged loop lever makes it easy to run even with gloves on whether you're braving the cold or going in geared up. You also get both a side loading gate and the classic removable tube magazine, best of both worlds right there. With a price tag floating between $1,000 and $1,200, the Big Boy X lands in the premium lane. But what you're buying is a lever gun that brings modern-day versatility without sacrificing its roots. Shooters keep praising how clean it cycles, how balanced it feels, and how well it ties together yesterday's charm with today's tech. Brought into the States by Samaran Firearms and built by the skilled hands over at Uberti, the 1873 Saddle Ring Carbine is more than just a rifle, it's a living, breathing link to the Old West. This lever gun channels the legendary Winchester Model 1873 with care and precision, blending frontier heritage with modern-day shooting performance. Its 19-inch barrel strikes a perfect balance just right for accurate shots without giving up maneuverability, whether you're shooting offhand or moving through tight spots. Chambered in .45 Colt, this carbine's got enough punch for medium game and long-range shooting, all while staying comfortable on the shoulder. And the look? Pure nostalgia. From the rich walnut stock to the deep blued steel and that working saddle ring hanging off the receiver. It's a rifle that'll take you right back to trail rides, passes, and saloon standoffs. That lever action? Smooth as creek water, often called buttery by folks who've run one. Plenty of shooters will tell you it's about as close to an authentic cowboy rifle as you're gonna find these days. The price usually lands between $1,200 and $1,600 squarely in the premium range, but that's a fair deal for a piece that delivers both soul and solid performance. Whether you're into cowboy action shooting or just want a rifle with character that runs like a champ, the 1873 Saddle Ring Carbine earns its place. The Winchester Model 1873, built by Miroku, takes a bit of a different path. Instead of leaning all the way into historical looks, this Japanese-made rifle focuses on engineering smarts and safety. Licensed by Winchester and crafted with care and precision, it offers a unique spin on the world of reproduction lever guns. One standout feature is its internal safety setup, a sliding breech block safety that makes sure the rifle won't fire unless the action's fully locked up. That's a bit of modern peace of mind you don't usually find in replicas. Chambered in .357 Magnum, it delivers solid, reliable performance at the range. With 2-inch groupings at 50 yards being a regular sight, the lever throws smooth and deliberate, and the bolt-to-receiver fit is tight like it's made to run for decades, not just look pretty. The walnut stock's finish is top tier, a fine example of Miroku's craftsmanship and eye for detail. Only drawback is, aftermarket parts built for Uberti's version of the 1873 don't always line up quite right with the Miroku, so if you're looking to tinker or swap things out, you might be a bit limited. Still, with a price tag landing between $1,300 and $1,500. This rifle's a strong choice for folks who value long-haul durability, smooth action, and tight tolerances over pure historical accuracy. It might not be a museum piece, but it sure is built to shoot and shoot well. Uberti's reproduction of the 1873 Winchester stands tall as one of the finest tributes to the rifle that helped carve the American frontier. This is where form and function shake hands in a way that just plain feels right. Uberti's built its name on recreating classic firearms that don't just look the part, they shoot like a dream, and this rifle keeps that tradition right and strong. With a 20-inch barrel and chambered in either .357 Magnum or .45 Colt. This lever-action rifle brings both accuracy and grit. You'll see tight groups around 1.5 inches at 50 yards with good ammunition, making it a real solid pick for cowboy action shooting or medium game hunts. The magazine holds 10 rounds, plus 1 in the chamber, so you've got plenty of firepower before you've got to reload. Its color case, hardened receiver, and optional octagonal barrel give it that real-deal frontier look. But that octagonal barrel ain't just for show, it helps settle your sight picture and keeps the balance right where it ought to be. Shooters can't help but sing the praises of its lever stroke, smooth as silk, some say even slicker than the originals that have been riding the rails for over 100 years. Priced around $1,800, it sure ain't a bargain bin buy. But for folks wanting a piece of history that runs as good as it looks, this Uberti's worth every last penny. The Chiappa 1892 lever-action takedown model is a traveler's dream, built for today's world, but still carrying the soul of the past. It leans heavy on John Browning's legendary Winchester 1892 design, hanging onto that classic frame while giving it just enough of a 21st century edge. Chambered in .357 Magnum with a 12-round magazine, this rifle's got enough punch for everything from range time to stand and watch over your homestead, all while keeping recoil-friendly and easy to manage. What really makes this rifle stand apart is that takedown feature. It breaks down into 2 handy pieces quicker than you can say, "Gear up," making it ideal for hunters, truckers, bush pilots, or anybody who's tight on space but still wants serious firepower. The 24-inch barrel offers up fine accuracy out to 100 yards, and the long adjustable buckhorn sights let you dial things in with confidence. The receiver's dressed in a beautiful color case, hardened finish, and that checkered walnut stock's been hand-oiled till it feels like it was built by someone who still takes pride in their work. It's got that solid-in-the-shoulder feel you only get from a well-made lever gun. Folks who've run this rifle say the lever throw is smooth and snappy, and the whole package balances just right. With a price tag sitting just under $1,900, the Chiappa Takedown delivers a rare mix of old-school grit and modern-day practicality. The kind of tool you can count on whether you're on the trail or heading cross-country.